boy, what a long night last night. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Savar Matner. Good Monday morning to you all. Well, afternoon here in Georgia. Okay? Last night we did a stream, and it was one for the record books. A lot of things were discussed in that stream. I went back and watched it today, and you know when you're up all day, caffeine system, sometimes you bring an overload, and I said some things about zinc last night, and I need to clarify. Because magnesium, we were talking about certain stuff. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to ruin the live. You guys go watch it. I'll link it down below. But zinc is not used for bone health, guys. I was rushing last night, but zinc is actually used for people that may have diarrhea. They may have eye disease, common cold, zinc deficiency. It's a lot of good stuff, immune health that zinc is for. And last night I kind of was going through, listening off stuff on WebMD about certain fluids that come from men's bodies. Somebody decided to make ice cubes with that stuff called noobs. I don't want to relive that. But I just want to clarify also, in the midst of talking about sex drive last night, for those of us that's proud service, young guys usually go into the service, and when, like I said, when your mind is rushing, you're thinking, and anybody want to probably clip that and say, oh, Savar is on testosterone. No, I am not. Misspoke last night, and so I just want to clarify all that too. Anybody want to test me though, please feel free. I have no fucking problem doing blood work anytime you guys want to do that. But mainly I was saying for guys that was in the military very young, don't be whores, because when you're that young and you test your testosterone, I kept saying test your testosterone, get tested at a young age, should be high. You should have a high sex drive. When you got a high sex drive and you drink a lot of energy drinks and stuff like that, you end up doing a lot of stuff you might regret, i.e. becoming a whore and fucking a lot. So I just want to clarify those two things. It was a fun stream last night. Very, very mature towards the end. So for the mature artisans that's want to learn some about bedrooms and stuff, should check that stream out. Now, this is about one great Shamuta Doucette, with your video about The Rock. I told you in the live stream that I was going to make this. I'm doing it right fucking now. I'm going to go over some things. We also talked about Sam Sulek last night, and I just want to bring it back up again. This right here is back knee. That's usually a byproduct of taking testosterone. So, Sam Sulek is not natty. The back confirms that. Alright, go watch Seth Hiroshi's video where they were doing all the posters towards the end. You can see that as clear as day. A lot of people have acne, but not to this extent to where you can basically pop one of those bumps and pulse will come out. That's a lot of acne. If you look at any bodybuilders that use a lot of testosterone, a lot of stuff like trend and stuff, that's usually a byproduct. Look at Larry Wills and stuff. Look at his back. You see the same resemblance and stuff like that. So that pretty much confirms that his natural status is no longer a question anymore. And he kind of came out in John Bravo's video as well and kind of said that you have to be a handsome to do certain things. So he's at that point to doing those certain things. So he kind of came out in that video, but this is evidence. Like I say, most people have bumps on their back, or your back is hard to clean unless you got a back scratcher, but not to the extent where it's grouped in the area that confined. So that's usually an indication that he's taking something. And a lot of times the traps and the shoulders grow the most when you take performance enhancing drugs. So I just want to re-clarify that as well. Anyway, Greg Doucette, you made this video.
How on earth did that workout build that muscle?
Now, full disclosure. Let me back a little bit. Full disclosure. The Rock is someone that built a foundation years ago as a natural competitor. I'm not saying he's natural now because I highly doubt that he is. And The Rock doesn't have to say what he is on, right? The Rock can keep quiet if he wants. This workout in particular, Jeff Cavaliere had just broke this workout down last week, right? And we all know Jeff Cavaliere. He is a condition specialist. He's a therapist. He's a strength coach. He's all the above, right? That's what he does. He has a degree in certifications and all that shit, right? He used to be like the physical therapist for the New York Mets. So the guy deals with athletes, all right? He know how to train efficiently when it comes to athletes. So he broke down The Rock's circuit workout, and it made sense. Now, The Rock did this workout a few days prior to WrestleMania 40, all right? And I'm going to dive into that here shortly. But once again, Greg, I just want to show you this because you might get a lot of backlash from this video. I'm going to keep saying this because you basically said The Rock is faking. And I'm going to go through and tell you why I think that's asinine. Ain't you the guy that always say when people lie on you, it's crossing the line? Well, if this is your opinion, you're blatantly saying that The Rock is cheating his workout and that he's lying about the pain that he's in. So, in your opinion, isn't you calling The Rock a goddamn liar? Now, The Rock isn't going to clap back at your candy ass. I'm going to take The Rock's line at your candy ass. He's not going to let SmackDown on your candy ass. He's not going to go down Jabroni Drive and hang a right at the SmackDown Hotel, go on there and put the Brahma Bull SmackDown on your candy ass. Oh, no. He's just going to ignore you because it's The Rock. And he's older than you. And believe it or not, his physique is a lot better than yours. I guarantee The Rock can out-train, outperform you any day of the fucking week. I believe that. I really do. You just ride bikes and half-ass lift weights. Because I'm going to talk about your other video you did about the D-load too. You know, that's not harder than last time, Greg. That's actually playing fucking goddamn smart. But let's dive into your video here because I don't want to be too long and I want to break this down. Let's go. Get my electrolytes in me.
Coach Greg, in today's video, I'm going over The Rock's uncut training footage of how he got in shape for WrestleMania. Now, in case you're wondering, the guy got up to 284 pounds.
I don't think The Rock's like 284. I think The Rock's like 260. Don't quote me on that. Matter of fact, we can find out right now what The Rock weighed. Let's see. Let's go right here on Google. The Rock weight. He's 260 pounds. I just Googled it. He's 260 fucking pounds. At like 6'2". Yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to click on Wikipedia right here. Dwayne Johnson. This is his shit. You guys can't see it, but it's in real time, right? Dwayne Johnson. You guys see it right there? So I'm going to read this. He's a billionaire. His company is worth $3.5 billion. Rock has it. Has a lot of it. He is 6'5", 260 fucking pounds. Right there. 6'5", 260 fucking pounds. Okay? So, you're giving The Rock like 20-some more pounds of mass that he doesn't have. He's lean. He is tall. If The Rock loses another 20 pounds and get down to about 240, he'll be absolutely shredded because he's tall. That's fuck. I mean, he already has that death face going the fuck on. Anyway, let's continue.
And he's very lean. He's got close to single-digit body fat, clearly under 50.
This is recent. This is when he was whooping Cody Rhodes with the belt. I mean, look at him. He's older than you and looks like that. And you finna sit here and critique this man's workout and said this man was faking. Okay.
And The Rock is in his 50s. And so we're going to watch his workout and see, does it make sense that he could get his physique doing the current?
Of course not. Anyone that's been following The Rock for years can tell you that The Rock trains hard. This leg press machine you finna try to critique, because you said the same thing for like 30 fucking minutes. So we're not going to watch the whole fucking video because you kept repeating yourself like 30 fucking minutes. He had the plates on there, 245s on each side. So the machine weighs like 100 pounds, 160 on average, 225. So that's like 400 and what? Let me add basic math here. 165 plus 225. That's like, let me see. Here, 6, 5, 8. So that's about 380-ish pounds, give or take. A little bit more than that. Close to 400 pounds, right? depending on the machine itself. So if you take that into consideration, okay, he has enough weight to go to failure at high reps. He's doing volume. The circuit was volume. He doesn't need to strength train before a match. This is actually training pretty fucking smart, Greg. But I just think you wanted to break this down your way because Jeff Cavaliere did it in a very scientific way that made a lot of goddamn sense. And as a personal trainer, certified at that, it makes a lot of fucking goddamn sense. If I had an athlete and I know he had a wrestling match coming up, the last thing I would want to do is fry his nervous system by doing strength training.
Workout that he's doing, does anyone think that The Rock's actually natural? Well, my personal opinion, he's blasting everything under the sun. I don't believe he...
If The Rock was blasting everything under the sun, he would be bigger than that. A lot bigger than that. He would have been like Batista big. Well, fuck that. Who was bigger than Batista? Papa Pump. Scott Steiner was blasting everything under the fucking sun. Yeah, The Rock looks like he may do a moderate dose of testosterone once a week. Maybe maybe a little bit of Trembolone. I doubt it though. But he's a hard-working individual. He's always on the go. If The Rock was blasting every fucking thing, he will make fucking goddamn Larry Wills at his biggest. He'll make him look fucking small. Matter of fact, he'll make the Mr. Olympia right now, Derek Longford, look fucking small. Yeah, Simpson Dada will look small compared to the fucking Rock. Those guys are blasting every motherfucking thing. This is a physique that was built off of hard work over many, 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 many years. The Rock dad, Rocky Soulman Johnson, who used to be the tag team partner with Tony Atlas. Those guys was blasting, but I don't think back in the day they were blasting that much. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day. He didn't have to blast that much, and look at the physique he created. So that's a narrative that you think because his physique is better than yours. We call that trying to punch below the belt, Greg. It's not a good fucking look.
He's only on HRT. I don't think you can get a physique like that while training with just HRT, especially as his age.
Because the training that you're trying to say that he's doing here is what he always does, and that's not true. If you follow The Rock for a long period of time, you have seen him do heavyweight training cycles, micro cycles of heavyweight training, high volume training, moderate weight training. He likes to do a lot of volume. And he likes to do a lot of cardio. He is a wrestler. Cardio is a fucking must. Just keep that in mind, Greg. You ride bikes. You should know. Keep that in mind. And he eats like, 6,000 calories a day. Because he's a very busy fucking man. And he's 260 fucking pounds. But he trains like twice a day some damn times. So he gets away with eating about 6,000 calories a day. On average.
And as you watch the video, you're going to be thinking, how on earth did that workout build that muscle? And so my personal opinion is he's doing this for show. I don't think this is his actual workout. I think he probably did it just for the views.
Now you see, that's just like when we said those girls you had in the pictures were shamutas. And you say, how dare you guys say that about me? Blah, 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 blah. That's a blatant fucking lie. Well, that's our opinion. That's our opinion. Just like this is your opinion, my opinion is I think you just talking shit because you want views because, I don't know, your last few videos, let's look at them real quick. The last few you did, they didn't do so hot. Now, did they, Greg? I don't think they did. Let's take a look. Let's look at them. The Rock, 21 hours ago, you got 88,000 views. Okay? Breaking your training plateau. That's when you talked about deloading. I'm going to talk about that too. You got 27,000. Now, you finally hit 2,070,000 people. It took you forever to get out of 2,060,000 to 2,070,000. That's a shame, Greg. Your views is trying. People are trying to tell you something based on views, okay? How does your body fat compare? It's like you're recycling old videos, by the way, because you have done this like 3 or 4 months ago. 52,000. Stop eating these foods. 41,000. Look at her bulge. You know, we all know women powerlifters and shit that, does Olympics and shit. They wear cups. pads, not cups, but pads. So a lot of people know that. Oh, the Liver King and Eddie Obo, the Khan twins, didn't do as high as you thought it was, huh? Because people don't really care about the Liver King anymore. Eddie Obo is getting big, but he's not as big enough yet to draw you a lot of attention. A lot of people already know that you're just doing it because Eddie Obo called you a fucking little twat weeks ago, which was funny as fuck. 68,000 views. 17-year-old 500-pound bench, natty or not, 72,000 views. The dark side of bodybuilding, because you put some women ass cheeks in there, got 111,000. Man's Health copyright most of this Jack Reacher video, 70,000. And then you had a pretty good little spell of videos. And then you fell back out. The worst excuse for losing the show for bodybuilding, 57,000. My Blood Was Supplement, 14,000. I mean, yeah, Lizzo went too far this time. Hey, Editor Steve, I make the video about you too. You need to learn how to do grammar. Lizzo went too, T-O-O. Not T-O. Lizzo went too far this time. You might want to fix that, Mr. Barker, Editor Steve. 39,000. So you're not getting all the views that you used to get. So I understand why you jumped on the Rock's gravy train. I'm just saying. But yeah, Editor Steve, that video about his supplements, that blood work supplements, you was in the comment section barking loud and motherfucker. I'm gonna go over that his supplement here in the upcoming weeks. But yeah. Learn how to use proper grammar, motherfucker.
Say, hey, this is what I'm training. Because as you watch this workout, I believe this is more in lines with a cardiovascular type of bikini girl type workout. Something that you don't really want.
So why don't you do it? Mr. I deadlift 405 for 50 reps, even though there was sumo deadlifts and you were barely moving the bar like 2 inches. Fuck out of here. I think all the idiots at Guinness said, that shit don't fucking count. The bar was only moving that fucking much. Do that shit conventional, see can you do 50 fucking goddamn pulls in a minute with 4 or 5. There'll be a real old shit moment. But anyway, why don't you copy The Rock's workout? If you don't think The Rock can do what he did and go to failure, you copy it. You do it. And then record it. Do it 3 times like The Rock did. Do it 3 circuits just like he did. No excuses about how my knees are bad. That's why I like to squat, but my knees are bad, so I can't do this. I can't really lunge, or my shoulders suck, so I can't really bench press. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do dips. None of that. Just do it. Do it. Do it to your depth. Do it to your range of mobility. Just fucking do it.
To put on muscle, you're just in there to burn calories and boost your metabolism and have some fun. Now, you can debate me, you can say, no, I'm just a hater.
You are.
As you watch this workout, think of it. He's about 6'5", 285 pounds of muscle, and I don't think he's natural. And if you think that this is the workout that he did to build up that amazing physique, well, what else are you going to believe? Okay, and so as you can see, it's leg day. He's got the short little booty shorts on.
Now, Jeff Cavaliere pointed this out. Watch The Rock left calf. You can see it protruding out.
And he's got,
right? You can see it. It protrudes out. Right? Jeff Cavaliere pointed that out because The Rock had a pretty bad tear from his knee down of this calf muscle years ago. Right? He did. I think all the way down to the Achilles tendon, something like that. I remember because he missed like 6-7 months of fucking wrestling. Almost a year. So there's a reason why he's doing these workouts. Jeff Cavaliere pointed this out. And I'm going to link Jeff's video. He's going to go more into detail about exactly what's causing that. Just want to bring that up.
The Ray-Ban knee.
That's the first thing I know. He walked in there. Like that muscle was tight the way it contracts.
It's on his lower legs. I'm thinking he's probably going to be doing a bunch of deadlifts. He's got those things to prevent the bar from scraping on his legs. But I've already...
So isolateral, right? He's isolating because it's a machine. So it's going to isolate the muscle group a lot better if you were doing like free weights. That's isolateral, okay? Let me recorrect that. I mean, unilateral is where you're doing the exercise, but both legs or both arms is controlling their own weight load, right? But isolateral means he's isolating the particular muscle with the machine. In this case, his legs are high. It's more of a hamstring workout. All right? Because he's going to be doing a lot of hamstring focused exercise for the posterior chain. He's going to be doing this. He's going to be doing like hack squatting. And he's going to be doing lunges. Lunges is a full leg workout, but it really targets the glutes and hamstrings more than the quads. And there's a reason why he was staggering with certain weight. All that was explained in Jeff Cavaliere video, but I can co-sign that. When I do lunges, I stagger myself too, but more on that. I want you to watch the repetition, the volume. Remember, he's doing this 3 times. Okay?
On each side. Notice the weights are already preset for him throughout this workout. And obviously it's the rock. He has...
Now, isolateral. Once again. Yeah, that's right. The machine does go iso. So, see, yeah, unilateral, isolateral. About the same then. My bad. So, he's isolating one leg at a time. Right? Check it out. Is that yes, Becky Lynch?
The ability to use the entire gymnasium. And so...
Now, check it out. He's bringing the leg down far enough. Right? It's under constant load. So, he's bringing the leg down far enough.
Are in fact going to copy this workout, it may in fact be very difficult. The gym might be occupied. You're probably not going to have this weight set up for you.
Now, this is one leg at a time. Okay? This is one leg at a time. Okay? Keep that in mind. This is one leg at a time. Greg. One leg at a time.
And so, first exercise is basically looks like he's riding a
Look
bike.
at the time on the tension, the time on the tempo.
Back and forth with 2 plates on each side, and to me this makes sense. He's trying to go very light to warm up the muscles, and so he...
You think that's light? That, I guarantee you, that machine without weight, and it's isolateral, which means just because you might have strong legs when you do compound lifts, or do a machine that isn't isolated like a normal leg press machine, those machines on average, the leg press machine, weigh without weight on average between 130 to 165 pounds. Now, this is an isolateral machine, right? He's isolating one leg at a time, like unilateral, isolateral. He's isolating. So, I'm gonna go down the middle and say this machine weighs about 140 pounds without weight. That means each one of those platforms is about, give or take, maybe 70 to 80 pounds. Okay? Give or take. Right? I'm going to go down the middle. 60, 65 pounds. 70 pounds at most. Right? Now, you add 90 pounds each side. Well, if it's fucking 70, 7 plus 9 is 16. So that'd be 160 pounds per leg. Right? That's 320 pounds total. That's more than enough weight to burn out a muscle. And if you cut it in half, once again, it's fucking damn near like 160 to 170 pounds per leg. That's enough. 20 reps, so 20 this leg, 20 this leg. Yes, you're gonna wear muscle out. Why don't you try it, Greg? Why don't you fucking try it?
He's using a very light weight for that reason. He's now doing 2 legs at the same time, perhaps just do one leg at a time, get a good hamstring stretch. And if you notice, his feet are placed very high on the platform. His toes are actually past the top. He's doing this to focus more on the hamstrings and glutes. So if you're trying to focus more on the hamstrings and glutes, you're going to place your feet a lot higher. If you're trying to get more of a quad workout, you're going to place your feet a little bit lower. And so nothing wrong with this set 1. And so as you can see, he's breathing a little bit higher as he slowly walks to the next exercise.
His legs is already full of blood. And like I say, you don't know what his warm-up was before he came in and worked out. You don't know what The Rock was doing. You don't know if he was doing body weight squats, body weight lunges. You really don't know. That's an assumption. You don't even know if he came back from just got done rehearsing the match. Because you have to rehearse your matches before you go out and perform. I know this personally because I have a brother that's a wrestler in the independent circuit. I also have friends that wrestle in the independent and even the professional circuit. You have to go in, warm the fuck up, rehearse your matches, and then most of those wrestlers, they go and work out. The majority of them don't lift heavy because they're burnt the fuck out from everything they just got done doing before they hit the gym.
I would suggest it's a bit faster. Remember, it's a giant set. You don't need tremendous amount of rest between sets. And so already he has the weight set.
Now he's doing a vertical leg press. So this is a compound lift. All right. Once again, this is going to target the hamstrings and glutes. He's going to lay on his back, legs like this here, and he's going to push up. That's mainly a hamstring, glute, calf driver. You land on your fucking back. You're not hip hinging at all. It's pretty much you are pushing up, right? So you're putting a lot more load on the hamstrings, the glutes, the posterior chain. It builds quads, but it's going to target the hamstrings and glutes a lot more.
On each side, very lightweight for someone like The Rock. For me, 5 plates on each side.
You don't even know how much that machine weigh without the plates. That's what I'm getting. That machine might weigh 200 pounds without the plates on there. See, you're comparing yourself to him, but we never seen you do 5 plates on a machine like this, pressing the fucking weight up. At least I haven't. I haven't. At your age right now, you mean tell me on that unilateral machine he just got done doing that you can do 5 plates for 20 fucking reps? You want me to believe that? I can do 5 plates for maybe 10 reps. And the next time I go to the gym, I will record that. And to get that 10 is grueling as fuck. Burnt the fuck out. 20 reps, I'll die. I'll literally die in the gym. That's a lot of fucking weight to push that much. And if you're not powerlifting, there's no need to go that much. Maybe that's why you stay hurt all the time. Who, Greg?
That's about a weight that's comfortable for me. But remember, he's just warming up.
And that's not,
just getting
I thought that was Becky Lynch because I'm actually paying attention to the video now, but that's not Becky. That's his photographer.
Into it. And so I see nothing wrong with that. Perhaps
that's right. She had strips
seconds
doing this
rest.
time.
And here the set goes. He's not going all the way down. Perhaps he doesn't have.
He's doing long length partials. Time under tension. He's not bodybuilding. And once again, I want you to think about this here. He has to rehearse his matches. Maybe he don't want to put his ligaments and tendons to a full range of motion just yet because he wants to be explosive. He don't want those ligaments and tendons to be too sore. He wants to make sure he can go into this match at WrestleMania, tendons feeling good, ligaments feeling good, the muscles themselves got a good workout. I'm a little bit stronger, I'm a little bit diced up for my match, and I didn't sacrifice my ligaments and tendons. Okay? Now, just a minute. Yes, no, that's good. Sorry about that. See, I get text messages in real time. Anyway, so that's another reason why he's doing the training the way that he's doing. He doesn't want to tire out his joints, ligaments, and tendons because this is a very high volume workout that he's doing. Well, the ligaments and tendons going to need a few more days to heal. Well, if you don't put them through a full range of motion, you're not putting those ligaments and tendons through that long period of stress from this workout for as many reps as he's doing. So that's another reason why he's doing these half reps. You would know that if you actually, paid attention.
The flexibility, the range of motion, he's going through the motions, and he's going at a very good tempo. Notice he's not dropping the weight too quickly. He's going a bit faster on the way up, and so he's going slow on the eccentric, a bit faster on the concentric. But look at the grimace in his face. Does it really look that difficult?
Why don't you do it? He's doing a high volume workout. His legs are already full of blood, and he has 2 plates for a total of 4 on the back if you really paid attention. I don't know if your eyes are deceiving you, but to me, you can see clearly if you look at the plates on here, another plate behind this plate. So those are 2 45 plates on each side. So once again, that is 180 pounds. This machine itself without weight probably weighs another 100 and some odd fucking pounds. give a fucking take. Because it's like it's all iron, right? And it has some resistance because it's a machine. You're pressing against it. So that's over 300 pounds that he's pushing up. I don't care who you is. 300 pounds is not lightweight because you can probably, I don't know, squat 800 pounds. 300 pounds for a lot of reps will humble your ass. Same with 135 pounds. If you put 135 pounds in the bar and just rep that shit for 50 or 60 reps, even a guy that can probably squat 900 pounds will be humbled. Because that's a lot of volume he ain't going to be used to. So, he's not faking it. That was just for you to make this video. That's not faking. He got time and attention. He's using a good tempo. Slow and control. The muscle's working. He's keeping the muscle in an eccentric state. So, it's a lot of eccentric overload on the fucking muscle. So, he's doing a lot more micro tears that way. He's reserving his ligaments and tendons for the match at WrestleMania, so he won't risk hurting himself by doing full range of motion. It's obviously a well put together workout. Greg.
Very good tempo. Notice he's not dropping the weight too quickly. He's going a bit faster on the way up, and so he's going slow on the eccentric, a bit faster on the concentric. But look at the grimace in his face. Does it really look that difficult? Notice the teeth grinding. It's as if he's making the exercise appear more difficult than it really is. Because let's face it, this is the second warm-up set of the day. This is...
You don't know that. How is this his warm-up set if he's actually not going to increase the weight? That means he warmed up off camera. He warmed up off camera. Did you ever stop to think about that? But you know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Did you ever stop to think about that? No, you didn't.
Very, very easy. 284 pounds, arguably not natural, and doing 2 plates on each side of each of these exercises, not very difficult. Up next, one of my
Look
favorite
at his legs, how full of blood they are.
You want to have load on your back. It's a lot easier for people to do. This is a belt squat. Great exercise. He has, again, 2 plates on each side. And so what I thought is, this is his first go-through. He's just wanting to get a very good warm-up. He's in his 50s. He doesn't want to push himself. But look at the grimaces on his face. Notice how hard he seems to be pushing. This is 2 plates on each side. A man of The Rock's stature, size, and strength, I would believe that this would be...
Once again, you don't know what The Rock did prior to this. You have no idea what he did prior to this. So you're sitting here saying this man is faking a workout, pretty much saying that it's bullshit. But when someone calls you out because they see something that looks a little suspect, how dare you? How dare you say that shit about me? Look at what you're trying to say about The Rock. You have no idea what he did prior to this. I guarantee you, though, he did a warm-up. If he's going in here taking weight and they're already preloaded machines, which if you use common sense, he probably warmed up off camera, went out and like typical Rock, walked into the facility, ready to go to fucking work. Because all the machines were already preloaded with fucking weight. So you don't know how intense his warm-up was. You don't know how much sleep he got. You don't know if he worked out 2 days prior to this, the night prior. You don't know if he had a warm-up match, rehearsal match before all of this. That's just your assumption. You just want to call The Rock a faker because The Rock, believe it or not, makes a lot more money than you, Greg. And once again, you did it for the views. But I'm going to keep reminding you right here. You might want to take this down. This video is not what you planned it to be. Because this was just stupid. You know, just like the John Bravo video. Went back and your fucking brother Steve, who you threw underneath the bus, pulled up all that old funny footage about John fucking calling American women whores in his native tongue, which was funny as fuck. You took it down because it made it look stupid. Just like, I don't know, the backlash about you in the hotel room, you took that down because you look stupid. But, you know, if you didn't want to be censored, why didn't you leave it up? My point exactly.
a cakewalk. Many bikini competitors could lift this much weight.
You don't even know the resistance of the cable. To you, it might seem easy, but I don't see you doing it. I don't see you doing none of this. Put your money where your mouth is and do what The Rock's doing.
Strength shame him here, but he does make it seem...
He's staying in the eccentric phase of the movement. He's going down to almost 90 degrees. He's getting down to right about parallel and coming up right before the hamstrings and glutes lock out. So he's keeping constant tension on the muscle, on the hamstrings and on the glutes. That is a very small workout. Once again, not putting the ligaments, joints, and tendons in an overworked situation to where he could have ended up getting a cramp, tearing an AC joint without AC joint, tearing some up in his leg, well, AC joint his arms, his shoulder, doing something to his knees, maybe his cruciate ligament, his anterior, posterior ligaments, his medial, lateral, collateral ligaments in his knees, he don't want to risk all that shit. So he's basically doing what he needs to do to mitigate that, but at the same time get a good workout for the muscles. Because once again, ligaments and tendons takes longer time to heal than muscle.
Facial expressions. Do you really think that this was difficult? Jeff Nippard?
Yeah, it's difficult. Did you not just see him do a unilateral fucking leg machine, which was targeting the hamstrings and the glutes? Then he went and just did a vertical leg press, which targeted the hamstrings and glutes. So both the machines about 700, 800 pounds right there combined weight that he just did in set one. Now he's doing another almost 300 something pound combined weight, depending on how much the resistance curve is, how much the machine weight, right? So right there, it's almost close to 1,000 of volume weight that he's been moving. Yes, it'll be tough. Not knowing what he did prior to this. You don't know if he was sore from the yesterday workout. You don't know none of that. This video ain't what you thought it was going to be, huh, Greg?
Mike Israetel perhaps will tell you to train with an RIR, reps in reserve of 3 reps. Do you really think that that was within 3 reps of failure? Well, obviously not, and it doesn't have to be. It's a one.
Why would he go to failure when he's doing the circuits? Why would he go to failure when he's doing a circuit workout? Come on, Greg, get together, man.
I'm upset, but based on those facial expressions, it appears that it's a lot harder than it actually is. Raise your hand out there if you think that this is a challenging workout for The Rock. Now remember, The Rock is...
Because you don't know what The Rock has to do, but if you actually pay attention to The Rock, he trains like a madman. Why don't you do it, Greg? Go on a bike race prior to this. Do something to tire you out. Because you're not as busy at the fucking Rock. So do something to tire you out. Then take your ass to the gym and do this circuit workout. Record it, unedited. Do the circuit workout. And then tell us how hard it was for you. Use the same weights, time under tension. Do the same circuit workout. And then give us your analysis.
Not a 23-year-old bikini competitor, and I do believe that with 284 pounds of muscle, he could handle this with ease. And now comes off the pump cover. Perhaps The Rock has a little bit of body dysmorphia. He's being filmed. He doesn't want to come in without...
The Rock has body dysmorphia? The man wear draws in the ring damn near butt naked in front of millions of fucking people for years. Why would The Rock has body dysmorphia? I don't want to ruin all that. So, you believe this man right here, WrestleMania 19, no shirt on. You believe this man right here. This was this past this was WrestleMania. Was it? No, this was WrestleMania 4. This is another WrestleMania. Look like it. I think that one might have been 29. Right? Let me get to a recent one. Let me get to one. This was, yep, WrestleMania 28. But the point of this man that doesn't mind taking this WrestleMania 40 in front of all these people. You think The Rock has body dysmorphia? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's just type in WrestleMania 40. Do you think The Rock has... He's damn near nude in front of all of those fans at Lincoln Financial Stadium. This picture right here. It's like fucking 70, 80,000 people in the building. A man with body dysmorphia wouldn't want to get out of his clothes in a building full of fans. Most wrestlers doesn't have that shit. You think that's body dysmorphia? You see how many people in that fucking building? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. I can't believe you just said that shit. Get the whole ever-loving fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
How on earth did that
Let me go back to this part. The Rock has body dysmorphia? Are you kidding me?
Which Greg workout?
Let me bag the fuck back.
I was thinking, well, this is specific.
Let me go fuck back. The Rock has body dysmorphia. I can't believe you said that shit. Hat squats. Let's get it.
The body dysmorphia is being filmed. He doesn't want to come in without at least a bit of a pump.
You wear clothes all the time in most of your videos that you film in the gym. Man, oh my Jesus, my hair.
And so he's removing the shirt to reveal the final boss. The Rock, we all know he is the final boss. Close to 400 million followers, 284 pounds. This guy has a...
Did you even watch WrestleMania? Do you know what that gimmick is about? If not, educate yourself.
Incredible physique. And there is no weak muscle group. You're thinking, no, his legs are small.
But look at the tempo, the hip hinge. He's going down the depth. He's hat squatting. Got 2 more plates on this machine as well. You don't know how much the machine weighs in total. But if I make an assumption, it's well over 200 pounds, close to 3. So that volume total weight adds the fuck up, right? So the time of attention's good. The tempo's good. Everything.
Not small legs. This guy is an animal. A tank.
Look at the drive. Slow and control on the essential. Look at the control. Slow and control on the essential. Yeah, it looked like he got like 3 plates instead of 2. And he's driving up. No, it's 2 plates. It's 2 plates. Them big plates.
And so he's taking a rest.
Slow and control downward, and then he's exploding up.
Again on each side.
Boom.
How many of you out there have tried this exercise? I've done it with 8 plates on each side.
How long ago was that you done it with 8 plates on each side, Greg? Was when you was blasting to the fucking gills? Can you do that right now? Can you do that right now? Can you go in the gym, put 8 plates on each side, and do that shit right now? I bet you can. I bet The Rock could if he really wanted to. Why do I say that? Because he trains a lot more than you. You're more of a cardio guy. Remember, you have a lot of injuries all of a sudden. Fuck out of here.
Rock has 2 on each side. Now, I'm not trying to say The Rock should be able to outlift Coach Greg, even though I'm certain that he can. But does it look difficult? Now,
it's not supposed to be difficult. The muscles are probably hurting because, once again, you don't know what the fuck he did prior to this workout. Nobody knows. We don't know his warm-up, the night prior. We don't know if he worked out 2 days prior to this. We don't know if he had any fucking match rehearsals with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. We don't know all that prior to this workout. We have no idea. But your assumption is, well, it's just too easy for The Rock. It's too easy. He had a big match coming up. Why should he go into a gym and burn himself out a day or 2 before his fucking match? Does that make any fucking sense? No, Greg. No, it doesn't. It's like you have a powerlifting meet coming up. Why would you burn yourself out the day before the meet? You take a few days off. You do light work, and take about 3 or 4 days off, lead them to that competition. That's what The Rock is doing. I want to train my muscles, get the volume in, but not put my nervous system in a strain to where I can't perform at my best when I get to the ring here on Saturday. I didn't have a clear mind, not brain fog. How many of you guys lift heavy constantly, and then the next day or the following day while you're resting, you have brain fog issues sometimes? The nervous system was just under so much stress that you're not thinking clearly. It might be hard to sleep, insomnia problems. Why is that? Because you're going to shock the nervous system for days with strength training. The Rock isn't trying to do that. He has to be able to stay clear on his feet and be very concise in the fucking ring. That is common sense, Greg. But oh no, The Rock is faking the funk, right? The fuck out of here.
He has great range of motion. His form is on point. I'm not being critical of any of that.
Yeah, you is. You called the man a fucking fake and a phony. The biggest con man that we know between me, you, and The Rock is you. Straight up.
You can see the striations on the side of the leg. That is indication of just how lean he is. He looks very good. Camera work doing an amazing job, but he's not getting very many reps. Notice how...
He's doing the fucking circuit. The reps are going to add up. How many reps had he did the first 2 exercises? 20 a pop, right? 20 reps, right? That's 40. And then he did 2 10s right here. So that's 60 reps with some pretty good weight on a machine with resistance. And the machine has weight without the weight. Do you even hear yourself, or are you using logic?
Quickly he stopped. Do you not think he could have gotten 10 reps more?
He's not trying to burn himself out, idiot.
And so although it's a giant set of several different exercises, is it really that beneficial? Would he not benefit more from just doing perhaps 1 exercise or even maybe 3 in total, rather than going through the motions?
I still can't believe you did 30 minutes of The Rock. Now, I'm up to 47 minutes recording because I'm pausing. This is just the first thing, but you pretty much repeat yourself the second set around and the third set around. It's fake, 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 fake. He got 1 more exercise, guys, and that's the lunges. Now I'm going to leave it alone at that.
In a bunch of exercises. And so what I see is junk volume. It's a lot of exercise that are not doing a lot. And up next, exercise.
Some of the greatest bodybuilders of all time will tell you you sound like a pussy. Maybe he has a high tolerance for volume. Maybe he needs to do a lot of volume to keep his muscles growing. Because people adapt to how you train. Seems to me you like to train heavy all the fucking time. And that's fine and dandy and all. But that probably would explain why you've been so sick all the time too. Just putting it out there. Numbnuts.
5. Dumbbell walking lunges with...
Now this is The Rock's final exercise for set 1. And once again, he does the same exact exercise for set 2 and set 3. And Greg pretty much says the same fucking thing over and over and over again. Watch his lunges though.
30-pound dumbbells. And he's doing part...
He's not doing partial reps. He is lunging to the side. He's extending his walking gait, lunging to the side. It's more of a posterior chain exercise. He's not upright to where he's trying to incorporate more, quad. He's leaning forward because he wants to incorporate more glutes, a little bit posterior chain in the back, but it's all posterior chain. Behind you is posterior chain. Hamstrings, calves, you name it, leaning forward on a lunge causes that. If you think I'm lying, stand up with some weights in your hand, right? Dumbbells or kettlebells, and then do a basic lunge. And then, after you do a set, do one and lean a little bit forward and lunge down. Watch the difference. Watch where the weight goes to. The Rock is trained in his most weak areas because he injured himself in the ring years ago. He doesn't want to cause that injury again, so he's trying to make sure the area is going to be strong and not so tight. Because sometimes when you train, the day after the late, onset of muscle soreness or DUMS, the muscles start to recover. You might be a little stiff, a little tight. But by the time the match got there, he probably felt loose, felt good. The muscles wasn't, over or under work. So he's doing the right goddamn thing. It's just Greg is saying, he's doing partial reps. Well, then why don't you fucking lunge, Mr. Oh, well, my knees and shoulders hurt so fucking bad. So, and I don't like doing isometric movements like this. I like doing compound movements. Wouldn't it have been better if you just put a bar on his back to balance himself out and just do a lunge like that? Fuck out of here.
Range of motion. Now, I understand this. My hips, they hurt. Sometimes
it's not so much his hip hurt. He's putting the weight over his posterior chain like that because of the injuries he sustained in the ring as being an athlete. The Rock had had multiple lower body injuries in the ring than upper body injuries. Therefore, he's putting more emphasis on the posterior chain of this exercise. For those of you that actually want to learn more about that, go watch Jeff Cavaliere's fucking explanation about this.
Difficult, but 30 pounds with the man the size of the Rock,
look, if he wanted to, he could went all the way around, but he's doing 20 per leg. So 20 reps per leg. That is going to tire anyone out. He's 260 pounds, 6'5". He's adding an extra 30 pounds per hinge, so that's 60 pounds of weight overall. So now that weight goes up to 320 pounds that he's moving. 320 pounds, one leg at a time. You got to cut that in half. 320 pounds is 160 pounds per leg. You do this shit nice and slow like The Rock's doing it. And tell me when it tire your ass out. But let Greg tell it he can do it with more weight and very faster than The Rock. More faster than The Rock's going to fucking do it.
Looks like the dumbbells are just like twigs in his hands. Is this really doing anything difficult for him? Why not just ride it?
No, Greg, because riding a bike isn't the same as moving your body in the ring. I tell you what, you ride your bike constantly, and then go get your ass in the ring with one of those wrestlers, and then do a 20-minute rehearsal match, and let's see how good you are when you have to move your arms and your legs for 20 consistent fucking minutes without the assistance of, the bike momentum when you pedal with the tires or out the help of the machine. I love my elliptical. I love my treadmill. I love the Stairmaster at the gym. But nothing is better than getting your ass outside and doing some light jogging every now and then with the proper shoes and equipment on, doing some very good walking, getting out and challenging yourself and putting a weighted vest on like I do from time to time and walk, because you need to be able to be more efficient at moving your body without the need of equipment. That's what The Rock is doing. That's why if it was pound for pound, cardio for cardio, The Rock will humble your ass on a hike, probably on a jog as well, because you're used to riding bikes. But yet you say you shouldn't run. It's hard on the knees. If you have the proper equipment on you actually know how to fucking run. No, it's not. It's actually very good for the knees. You build your knees up from training and then you run. It's good to be able. If a bear get behind your ass and you never ran a day in your fucking life, you might not get pretty goddamn far. But doing some individual, training, interval training, with walk 5 minutes, try to do a light jog for 3, get used to jogging and go a little bit faster next time for those 3 minutes, then you build some type of tolerance to running. But if you're too big or you're too small, you shouldn't run at all. You want to have some meat around your knees. Some muscle around your knees, around your ligaments and all that shit. So what The Rock's doing benefits him. He's an athlete. He's not someone that sits on their ass like you do and just make videos and ride bikes and train at your house all day. He's an athlete. He has to do shit that pertains to him. I'm pretty sure The Rock don't rode bikes. He lives out in Powder Spring. I know where his house at. There's a lot of country out there. I'm pretty sure The Rock ride bikes. Probably got a treadmill in his gym, an elliptical in his gym, a Stairmaster in his gym. But this is some real good shit right here. You just a pussy and don't want to fucking do it. That's your point. He's training harder than last time. You're training softer than last time.
Bicycle. I mean, if this is in fact his warm-up, could he not have just gone on a bicycle and...
How do you not know he didn't do that before the filming? That's your assumption. Once again, I'm pretty sure he warmed up before he did all this. That's your assumption. Don't nobody want to watch a warm-up video. He just wanted to show his workout. That's your assumption. Once again, Greg. Once again.
Pedaled for 5 or 10 minutes. I certainly think that when I'm riding on a bike, I'm getting a better warm-up than he's doing with these exercises. Now,
Because you're a puss.
You're thinking. Principle of specificity. He's warming up with the specific exercises.
Specificity, right? I'm tongue-tied, but I know what that means. Okay? Plays a factor in why it's worked out the way that it is. Okay? He is basically doing these exercises for a specific reason. Okay? That's tailor-made for him. But we don't know what his warm-up really was before the cameras came on. Maybe he did a bike ride. Maybe he got on the elliptical. Maybe he did bodyweight squats, bodyweight lunges. We don't know that. But the principles of specificity, excuse my French, like I say, I'm tongue-tied. Specificity, goddamn, blah, is that he's doing multiple exercises to target the same groups from different angles. He's being very specific with what he does. So switching it up is a good thing sometimes. But what's the overall goal of his workout? To be efficient in the ring when the match came. And The Rock was very efficient in the ring when the match came.
That he's going to do throughout his workout. Yes, I agree with that. That makes total sense. But you can still start off with a 5 or 10 warm-up to get your heart rate going.
You don't know that. You think The Rock came to the fucking gym and just, yeah, throw this weight on, I'm just going to start clanging and banging. A man that had injuries. Are you that fucking stupid? Are you that fucking dumb? It sounds like you is.
Get some sweat going and then get into this. And notice the grimaces. Look at his face as he's walking forward.
You think that shit is easy? He's 260 pounds with 60 more pounds in his hand. 30 pounds each. He just fried his legs in the first circuit. You think this is easy? You think his legs not full of lactic acid? Ronnie Coleman had 135 pounds on his back. He got a few steps in and was breathing hard than a motherfucker. What was Ronnie Coleman faking? Oh, that 135, that's too light for Ronnie Coleman. That's too fucking light. After a few lunges, he was tired as fuck. Big ass Ronnie Coleman, a guy that was leg pressed 1,300 fucking pounds. That 135 on his back was humbling his motherfucking ass. You gonna tell Ronnie Coleman, oh, that's too late. He could have did more than that. Fuck out of here, man. Come on, Greg. Come on.
The intensity. He had to rest. He's very
Hell yeah.
I mean, look at the triceps on this guy. Look at the muscle. Guy is shredded. Look at the physique of The Rock. It's just comical to me to see him using 30-pound dumbbells and so on. Remember, I'd say to not ego lift in the gym. Now, here's the thing, and spoiler alert, he's not progressing up in weight.
I'm gonna stop this video. I can't keep watching this fucking video. There was no need for him to progress up in weight. He was doing a circuit specifically, specificity. Okay, God, that's a word. It's like trying to say Saskatchewan up in Canada, the country up in Canada. Saskatoon's the town. Yeah, S-A-S-K-T-O-N and then S-A-S-K-T-C-H-E-W-A in Saskatchewan. It is words like that. It's like blah, 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 blah. The specificity. I'm about to practice that fucking word. Holy Jesus. Was tailor-made for his fucking workout. It wasn't meant for him to increase the weight load doing that type of circuit. Are you fucking crazy? And you wonder why people leave your training shit. And you were charging $15,000 to train somebody. Are you fucking crazy? I can't. You listen, if anybody want to watch Greg Doucette video, I will link it down below because I can't. I just fucking can't. Once again, Greg, just keep that in mind right there. Keep that in mind. Right there, okay? Now, for those of you that heard me just say Ronnie Coleman, because I'm done with Greg. I can't. Look here. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm in this video. I want you. You see that weight? He had like 185 pounds. Big ass fucking Ronnie Coleman. Let's watch this real quick. I'm gonna get Ronnie Coleman a view.
Things that I decided to do in my adult
lightweight, baby.
If, like me, you suffered
This weight right here. I want you guys to see this shit. Let's get to it. But that was a Dodge Viper. Look out, Ronnie. This weight right here, this big ass man. I want you to watch what these lunges do to him. And I'm gonna break down those squats and shit. Look at all that shit. This right here, Greg would have say, Ronnie could have did more. He could have did more. Listen. That's 185 fucking pounds. Okay? I want you guys to keep that shit in mind. Let me fix something real quick. There we go. For some reason, that was not on. That's why. I want you guys to hear this. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. This right here was 185 pounds. Okay? And it humbled. Oh, they must fucking have it mute for YouTube. Oh, that's weird. I guess they got it mute. Yeah, cause that's on. Yep. That's weird. Let's see. Let's try it again. Yeah. Well, ain't on my end. That shit's on. Yeah, YouTube's fucking up. But anyway, no volume. Ain't gonna worry about it. Maybe is the volume down on my end? No, it's up. It's all the way up. Oh, that's crazy. There we go. So, Greg would have said, that's too light. Ronnie can do more than that. Look. Watch it again. I'm gonna go back. Watch it again. Check this out. Right here. Watch it again. They mute the music. That's what it was. He's out of breath. Now, 185 pounds. If you cut that in half, right, that's about 90.2 pounds per 92.5 pounds a side. 85.5 pounds a side. It's some shit like that. Anyway, don't give me, because that's, no, yeah, 90, yeah, 185, 99 is 180. Yeah, so 92.5 pounds. I had it right. The Rock had additional 30 pounds a side, 60 pounds total, right? Ronnie Coleman's like 340 pounds or 330, some shit, right? This weight humbled him. But we just seen this man squat like 800 fucking pounds, right? Front squatting this shit, right? That's like 800 fucking pounds right there. Like 675 or some shit. Look at that. Look, just look at that. Look at that. That man just did that. But then, when it came, look at the leg press. Look at that shit. He did all that and then went outside and did this. Cut the weight down, Greg. Now, you sure Ronnie could have did more than that. Look, he had to stop. He could have did more than that. He could have did. He trained like a pussy. He could have did more than that. Why don't you do that shit, Greg? Why don't you do that shit? Fuck out of here. The Rock did a workout that was tailor-made for him, asshole. That's what it was. And he did a damn good workout. It was a phenomenal workout. Rock was more concerned about working on this. He was more concerned about building some of that. Without overtraining his joints and ligaments and shit before the big match. Telling you what you need to hear, Greg, not what you want to hear. I got still a line from your boy Johnny Shreve. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the hour and 4 minutes. I would like to say, if I would have watched that whole fucking video, we've been talking for fucking 3 hours. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I do training like that from time to time, a circuit training. You don't want to go heavy with a circuit training. You warm up before the circuit, and then you dive right into it. I'm pretty sure The Rock did a warm up before he went out and started grabbing 300-something pounds of fucking total weight per exercise damn near, besides the fucking lunges. So, that's just stupid. Greg made that video in response to Jeff Cavaliere video. He thought because Jeff Cavaliere. Let's look at Jeff. Let's check this out. Let's see. Let's look at Jeff real quick. Let's look at Jeff. Jeff Cavaliere video on The Rock. Probably got a lot. It got 232,000 views 8 days ago. Okay? $92,000 views 21 hours ago. And it'll probably get to like 105, maybe 110. It's going to cap there. That's why. And once again, Eric to Steve, I want you to see this too. Once again. And I'll do the training plateau video later on this week, because I'm going to talk about the deloading in that. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is that? My blood work. Where the fuck is it? Oh, right here. Lizzo went too far. T-O-O. Eric to Steve. T-O-O. Anyway, I'm going to link Greg Doucette's video down below. I'm going to link Jeff Cavaliere video down below. All right? And if you guys want to see the Ronnie Coleman video, I'll link that down below too. Hope y'all enjoy. I got things to do. I overstayed my time on this motherfucking goddamn video, but I had to talk about it. I had to do it. Because, you know, as a personal trainer and someone that dabbles in fitness, I just couldn't stand by and let Greg just talk out his fucking ass and say, oh, The Rock's faking this shit. It's just too fucking easy for The Rock. Not knowing what they had to do. What The Rock was doing prior to this. That's stupid. That's asinine. Of course, The Rock didn't build a physique doing circuit training like that. That goes without saying. You made that video because you needed the views real bad. Because the couple of videos prior to that didn't hardly get no views. So you need to jump on The Rock to get some views. And you had to come up with a reason why. And your reason was The Rock is faking this workout. And you said the same shit for 33 fucking minutes. Sad. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Monday. I am out, guys. Peace.